The next thing we need to do is head back and get some more supply. Because the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do some research. So let's get some more iron plate. A bit more copper plate. And we're going to make a science lab. So now I'm going to head back over to the power plants. And I'm going to put another power pole down. And a science lab. Also going to check. Yep, we've got quite a lot of coal there. So the next thing, we're going to make science packs to put into the lab. It says here that I can make 39, but we only need 10 at this stage. So we're going to make 5, 10. I'm just going to check on the pollution again, and you can see that we've got quite a bit of pollution over here. While we're waiting for those to craft, I'm going to make some more burner mine. You will see why in a minute. Right, we pop those in there. And we press T to start new research. And set that going. And we start the research automation, which is always the first thing that you do in a vanilla game. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is place these so that we've got 4 miners making coal. I need to The other thing we need to do is to start on some stone mine. And that means that we can start to automate things. But before that, I'm going to make a wooden box to put the stone in. So now, we don't want a huge great amount of stone. So what we can do is limit the chest by clicking on the cross and moving over here. So I'm going to limit that chest so that only 2 stacks of stone go into it. So let's move back over here, and I'm going to make an assembly machine. We'll pop in another power pole. This way, and pop that assembly machine down there and tell it to make gear. We'll feed it some iron plate, and that will happily make gears while we're sorting other stuff out. At this stage of the game, there's always a lot of running about. But we're on the path to making life easy for ourselves. Going to mine some more rock. You'll find some of the big stones have coal in them. Which can be useful. The interesting thing about this is that this looks as though you can mine it but in fact it's just a decoration. You can tell because nothing happens when you mouse over it. Whereas that one, you can see, turns yellow if you can work with it, or red if it's too far away. While we're over here, I'll grab a few more trees. I'm also going to grab some more copper. Interesting, we've run out of iron on that bit already. So we pick everything up and move it to another place. Not an awful lot of so now you can also put things into things with control click. So I'm going to put half a stack in by clicking right click and half a stack in there. Get some more coal. And head back over here. So now we've got 21 gears, which means we can make 21 packs of these. So we're going to make another 10. In the meantime, I'm going to have a look round here. More trees here. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to craft another of these, and I'm going to craft a radar. A radar. We don't need two just yet. So if we pop those in there, the next thing that we need to do, I think, probably is military. Bearing in mind that we've got a biter nest nearly on our doorstep, and that will give us a better gun. So here we're going to put another of these in. And tell it to make science packs. We need a couple of chests. In fact, 3 chests. And we also need some inserters. We'll have 1 of those and 5 of those. And I'm going to put those on the first hotbar there. So we'll put some iron plates in there for cogs. The cogs go into there. Put some iron plates, copper plates in there. And we're also going to put a chest down here with coal in. And we're going to put a burner inserter in there. The reason for that being that if for some reason we lose power, it'll still keep working. And the other thing that we're going to do is put down a radar. Because that will gradually scope out more of the area so we can see what's happening. So all that remains now is to get these into here. So for that I'm going to make another chest. Which we'll put here. No, we'll put there, where there's some power. And I'm going to make some belt. Which I'm going to put on the hotbar there. So now the science is being automatically fed into the science lab. So the next thing we're going to research is logistics, because that is going to give us more flexibility over to what we can do. And as I said, at this stage of the game there is a lot of running about, particularly if your power plant is some distance away. It doesn't always work like that, it depends on your map. And can you see that the radar has scoped out quite a bit of this passage here, and hopefully it will show us whether we've got any more spider nests over here. So the next thing we're going to do, after we've topped up these chests, is I'm going to make 2 more burner miners, 3 more burner miners, and 3 stone furnaces. We're going to put 1 in the copper, and 2 in the iron. Incidentally, if you hold your mouse over something that you want to build and press Q, if it's in your inventory, it will pick it up. And that's too far away. So I need to check on pollution again. So the next thing I'm going to do, before we do anything else, I don't always do things in this order. Sometimes I'll set up a belt manufacturer first, but in this case I'm going to start making ammunition because we've got a spider nest very close. And I need more copper. And trying to run through steam engines is not a good idea. So here we go. I'm going to set up and assemble a machine there. Tell it to make ammunition and feed it 100 plate. In the meantime, I'm going to make a submachine gun, because to be quite frank, the pistols are useless. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some fish. Because fish will heal you if you eat. And if we get attacked, we might need to heal. So, because at this point we've no arm. We could make light armour, but it isn't really worth the expending the materials on it. So we've finished logistics. So the next thing that we want is turrets. Again, I don't always do that this early, but in this particular playthrough, I think it's necessary because of the proximity of that biting nest. And the pollution is starting to get rather near that. You see the radar scoping out more territory. I think it's probably time to make more power poles. I'm going to pick that up. And we're going to ask that to make belt. And also want some inserted. Also need an output chest. I'm going to limit that to 2 stacks for now, although we will want more later. So finally, While we're at it, we'll just have a check on our power consumption, and it's fine. Tell that to make ammo.